Hi, I'm Micah Larsen, Rogue Persuasion Scientist. And a lot of the time when I work with my clients, I teach them how to get people's attention. In order to get people to say yes, that's the first thing you have to do. Like when you create a marketing campaign, your goal is to get people to buy into your product or your service. But in order to do that, first you have to get them to focus on your message. One key to getting people's attention is dopamine. You may know dopamine as a happy drug. It's a natural hormone in our brains. And when our brains get that shot of dopamine, we're motivated and we're ready to pay attention to something that could give us a reward, like your marketing campaign. So how do we get people to experience that shot of dopamine? We show them something new or novel. Novelty gets our attention because our brains see new stuff as potential opportunities to get resources. So we are biased to focus on new, novel stuff, even if it's just for a second. Here's a classic example of how one big brand used novelty to get people to buy in. Back in 1917, Lucky Strike cigarettes had to differentiate themselves from the competition. They wanted Americans to buy into their brand of tobacco. So they used a new product description in their ads. Toasted. Like Lucky Strike tobacco. It's toasted. They said in their ads that by toasting their tobacco, they actually made their cigarettes into like a health tonic that would cure sore throats, etc. They even hired precious voices or voice actors and opera stars to come on the radio and give them testimonials. Now, we know today that tobacco is no kind of health tonic. It's not good for your voice, doesn't help your cough. But what Lucky Strike did was differentiate themselves from all the other tobacco companies by using a new or novel concept that got people's attention. When people saw that toasted word in Lucky Strike advertising, they paid attention. Paying attention to that new or novel concept gave them a shot of dopamine in their brain and helped them focus. And that Lucky Strike campaign was super effective. If you want people to pay attention to your promotional material, your marketing campaign, or your ad, get their attention by giving them something new or novel to pay attention to. Give them that shot of dopamine. That will motivate them to focus on what you have to say. If you want to learn other easy ways to get people to say yes and buy in, enter to win a free persuasion strategy session with me, Micah Larsen, Rogue Persuasion Scientist, at the link in the video description. I'm going to sit down with one lucky winner like you and talk about the exact steps you can take to make your marketing work better.